Now what you have here is the male who has been partying in Rio, Brazil for 5 days. He's on his flight back to Texas, and he looks pretty tired, y'all. So when we get the bad signal from Larry himself, hey man, I know I'm getting married. You know, we have to do a bachelor party. I'm thinking about Rio for Carnival. Say less. And y'all know who I had with me. Let's bring up some of the usual suspects. Y'all know who I'm with. We got my boy Larry, of course, the reason why we're here, getting married in a couple of weeks. Rob is in for the trip. Last minute, he was able to make it. So happy for that. Ant came from the Pacific Northwest all the way down, man. So happy to have him there as well. My boy since 6th grade, DeMarcus, came through, made it for the trip. Can't forget why, man. This man's a party animal. Been to Rio before. Mike, yeah, man. Mike came, of course. Big Marcus, Rocha, our Latin American expert. Hosa made the guy's trip for the first time. And of course, last but not least, that boy Amador. Yeah. As men, we always feel a lot of times the duty and the obligation to perform. When I'm around them, it ain't about how much money we got. It ain't about who dressed the best. It ain't worried about who has the most prestigious career. Shout out to the fellas, man. I'm very, very lucky to have a group of friends who have a thirst for adventure like me. So the city of Rio de Janeiro is so unique. It's actually situated on the beach, right? Behind it is the Amazon and the jungle, but it's also very hilly and mountainous. So there's a bunch of views and scenic things from the top areas where you can just get these beautiful shots of the city. We were in a place called Copacabana Beach, which is great because it had a lot of shopping, hotels, restaurants right along the beach, and we decided to get a spot right along there. And it was good because it had some tourist attractions, but overall it still had some local flavors, still had some local food, and it was safe. So I never felt like, we were in danger or no fuckery. We decided to go on a tour to kind of observe all the major things in the city to see what it has to offer. So after a night of partying, we hopped up in a big bus, and they took us, of course, to Big Cristo. It sits on the top of a mountain. We had to ride all these buses to get up there. But once you get to the top, it literally feels like you're on top of the world, man. Like, you can see the whole landscape of Rio, and everybody wanted to come see that. And it's so, so beautiful, man. But then we went to this place where they did a Snoop video. It's like the tile steps. That's where, man, this artist did a bunch of tiles, man. And it's like the whole steps is filled with tiles. We even found one that was from Texas. Had some food. And when you travel, man, you definitely gotta hit up the big tourist places and observe the culture and see how other people live and see how the country came to be. Then we got on the cable cars. So some of these like little baby islands is connected by cable cars. So, we got on the cable cars and got to see the city. Now, if you don't know about Carnival, it happens the Ash Wednesday before Lent, and which is the 40 days before Easter. It's a bunch of block parties. It's a bunch of parades by what's called samba schools. Now, samba schools are like dance schools, but they like local, neighborhood, and very regional, you know what I mean? And it's a lot of pride involved in these samba schools.
What was the highlight of your trip, you think?
Honestly, I have to say the parade, man.
The parade?
The next day came that we hit the samba school parade. Oh my God, y'all, these happen at a huge stadium. Everybody's packing in. Y'all, these parades is so live, man. They got so many drummers and dancers, and they be shaking them hips. Now, these samba parades are a competition. So at the end, that's gonna be a winner. And I'm guessing that's like rep your hood, you know what I mean? If you win like the Carnival, it's like a big deal. You need to go out of the country, and you need to observe the works of great men and women, and you need to see how God has packaged itself in other cultures. And by observing art and culture and geography in other places, you begins to open up possibility of what you can do in yourself. Great works is always inspiring. And ultimately, it makes you be like, man, if they could do this, what could I do?